Hey, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to my channel, Amuse Jester. My name is Junior. Today we're going to be looking into Mattel's cartoon collection Trapjaw and Teela. We're going to do them both at the same time. So let's see. For the first time ever, I got a figures from Amazon where the card backs are actually in fair condition. It's not bent or warped or anything. Here's the back for Teela. Includes a training robot. I did not know that. There's a training robot, a sword, and a shield. And for Trapjaw, here it is. I really like the color scheme they're using on Castle Grayskull. That's one thing I kind of want to steal. There's Trapjaw over there. He's gonna come with an Eternium rock. I don't know what. There it is. There's the episode is from the double-edged sword. But yeah, let me open this up and let's see what the figures are like. I'll be right back. Okay, they're out of packaging just as they are, squat and small. And it does seem, I don't usually follow this, but it does seem as if there's a comic book for each wave. So it's not like a different one for each figure. But this one does come with words, unlike the first comic book. Mini comic that I got did not have words, only pictures. And since I never read the first two, I don't know if it does actually is following some sort of storyline throughout the whole mini comics. I'll get into that later. They do have their own instruction sheets, I suppose. These are the ones that are removable parts. Good to know. There's the removable part for Teela. I did not fix this. This came as it was on the packaging. So we'll start with Trapjaw. First off, we need to fix the way his squatted look makes him look like Origins, which I never liked. Straighten out his legs so that... What's going on with this? Look. Wow, look at that. There's a joint here and there's a joint here. That's why it looks so off. So it's kind of like the Fans Toys Transformers. You need to fiddle him around. You need to fiddle the Transformers around to make him look good, because out of the packaging they look awful. And so does these, because they're so squat. They don't show the full potential of the figure. See how much change that made in the stature of the figure. Hand just came off by itself. And let's put the blaster for his arm component. And now let's look at that face really close up. And there's Trapjaw really close up. He is very angry. Very basic, very cartoony, just the way I want it. Paint apps are good. There's no bleed or anything like that. Very basic paint. But as long as the face looks good, I'm good. There's the torso again, very basic coloring. I'm good with a very basic coloring that does the simplicity evokes cartoon simplicity. There's the hand that came off. Again, minimal paint, but well applied. Let's put it that way, okay? And I'm never gonna look at my figures this up close again, so I'm okay if there's any kind of small mishaps, but I don't see any in mine. Let's look at the articulation. That much of a tilt. Very minimal up, a little bit better on the down. Goes up to that, no problem. Very tight, nice joints all around. No bicep cut, but it does have a swivel in the elbow, so that's fine. Single elbow, that's fine. It does, again, it comes off much more easier than I expected, but it does move off to the side. does have a waist cut, but not a waist ball joint. The hands do go around, and then it is not capable of doing a T-pose on this side, unlike this side, because of the design of the elbow joint. But this one does have a bicep swivel. That's the connection piece, right? But you have that one. But does this come off? It does. So you can literally do it like that to have a longer hook, or you can bypass this and make a very short hook, kind of like really short. Or I suppose you can make his arm like that. Isn't that what the toy kind of looks like? Just like one straight arm. Yeah, it's nice to have that option though. I really do like that, because I thought this was just gonna be for the rifle. It does make it long, but that makes more sense to me, because now this whole thing is mechanical, and the one part that you're replacing is where the wrist should be. As for the legs, not a problem. Goes like so. There's no thigh cut or swivel. There is a swivel on the knee. Again, I already showed you about the boot cut over there, so that's nice. The range for the ankle is better up than down. There is a swivel. It's just, it's there, so it's good. I really do like this. Wow, that hand likes to come off. I don't know why. It's pushed in all the way. The accessories, the Eternium, and again, like I said, the hook. Very minimal in accessories, but for the price range, it looks good, I think. Let's bring out comparisons. Here's the Massiverse Eternia version of Trapjaw. This is the one that I prefer now, rather than the earlier version from the Massiverse, or is it Revolutions? I don't know. This is the one I prefer now. But look, definitely same basis for the color schemes, but there's still some sort of draw for me on this one, because for me this line is more like a toy, and this one's more of an action figure. I don't know if that makes sense. The way I'll explain it is, this feels fun to play with, because you can do a lot of stuff with it and everything. You can tear it apart, pull it apart, put it together. Even though the hand keeps falling off, you know you didn't really break it. You just plug it in. You're not afraid to play with this. This one, it's almost the same thing, except this one, I call it an action figure, because this one I feel like I want to customize it. I want to paint it up. I want it to look more detailed. I want it to look good. So the potential for this one is just really enjoying this and making this really look good. That's kind of my definition of an action figure. I don't want to do that with this one. I want this one to remain as is. This is fun. This is the only thing is, I know I think I'm gonna be all in for this line. It's just that it doesn't fit any of my collection whatsoever. This is what I think what Origins should have been in the first place, because it evokes both the toy version and the cartoon version, which is the best of both worlds for me. So, and I like the increased range in stature and articulation. I just like this so much more better. It's so simple. That's why I like it. So Let's go on to, oh, look at that. I didn't realize he's that much closer to this guy. Look at that. His head is actually the same size, isn't it? It makes me curious. And it pops just right in there. So the only thing is, of course, the coloring. But man, isn't that a laugh? But the same style head as this one, if I can actually hold it properly. Work, fingers, damn you, work. This one's just more detailed. So, I mean, it's a good option to have, but the if the coloring of that helmet had been the same as this one, then maybe I would play with it some more. But again, this one just feels right for me. But at the same time, this one also feels right for me. Um, I don't think I've ever gotten a figure of this line where I kind of regret it. Hold on. Oh, the He-Man, the second He-Man and Skeletor of this that I have is still on Big Bad. I reordered mine, but I still haven't shipped it. So let's go on to the next figure, Teela. First off, let's fix her up so she's not squatting anymore. There you go, Teela. Now your stature is so much better. When I was unpacking this, I was like, man, why is she so rubbery feeling? But the material of her vest is rubber. It was uncanny to touch it and all that stuff. Anyway, God, that face is money. That is just. I mean, maybe if I were to have a side by side shot of the animation, I would say no, that doesn't look like exactly like the animation. But I don't have it. So me just looking at this is just me from memory, and I'm like, that's just Teela. That's just the cartoon Teela. I love it. I love it. And the simplicity of the hair, but evoking what the style that was in the cartoon. And the paint application is subtle, but mine is perfect. And I love it. I love it. So we all know, look at that. We all know that Mondo has theirs released. I'm going to get it. I'm just waiting. I hope I don't make a mistake and forget all about it. But God Almighty, this just basically this just basically enforces my need to finish this line. The way they concentrate on what they did on this face. I'm telling you guys, I don't know if they're listening. If anybody's listening, simplify the whole thing. I don't mind. But when you do this, something like this to the face, where all your paint application is on that face, and it's just money. It just is. This line is all about cartoon. It's all about the simplicity of the design of the character. Paint application is minimal. This is just bare plastic, painted white, bare plastic, bare plastic. But then you look at that face and you're just drawn into that face, and they did such a great job on that face. I can't say more. I can't say any more. It's just an awesome job they did on this face. Articulation, she has more range in terms of tilt, a little bit more down, barely anything on the up. The shoulders goes around. Look at yeah. So, and then she can do the T-pose just fine. Again, the elbow swivel side to side and single jointed. The arms, I would have to be more careful because her arms are smaller. This might be a breakage, and the way the way that hand is constructed. Can you see the joint in that one? It's almost like halfway through her palm. Yeah, this one I might have to be really careful I don't break this one. I know I just told you that with this line I feel like I can play with it and not be afraid of breaking anything. This This I'd be afraid of breaking. It's so small. Waist swivel, no joint or anything, no ball joint. It's just straight swivel cut. The legs, she can go high like that. There's no drop down on her legs, so it's very basic. Single joint on the knees. The nice range for her toe, ankle, up and down both ways, and the swivel, obviously, that's there. So she's pretty good. Very it's a basic figure. You're not expecting this to be um, detailed or anything. This is rubbery, like her armor, but has a different surface. This one's smoother. Very basic design of the sword, but she can hold it, not a problem. Very nice grip too, not loose or anything. And then the shield is plastic, and you just put it in her hand. She holds that one nice and firm. It's not loose or anything. And here's the sparring dummy. I don't usually zoom in on these accessories. Oh, but this one, at least this one, the arm does swivel on both sides. So there's detail in here. See the eyes over there. Okay, so there's the sole point. This guy's holding a sword. Be careful. I don't know what that is. Some sort of ray gun or something. There's no articulation in the elbow, but I'm surprised there's even articulation here. So that's pretty cool. Too bad there's no hole to plug into, so it's can rest on something. Because right now, it's just gonna go down on the floor. I love this. I love this line. I am definitely excited to get more of this line. That face, I can't get over it. This is like really good. I might be even be tempted to say this is better than the Mondo face. I mean, it can't be, but it's just this just basically looks like the cartoon Teela. The one on Mondo looks really good too, though. I kid you not. But it's just, anyway, that's Mondo. I'm not gonna talk about that. So let's bring in Teela from Massiverse, and oh no, look at that face. There is just no competition on that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Massiverse Teela. You know what I'm gonna do? That's almost the same size, but the portrait is smaller in here than this one. Oh man, if only it had been the same scale. If only. And it looks like the ball peg on the Masterburst is too tight. But even if it wasn't, even if I were to be able to put it in, as you can see, that head is just way too small. Way too small. Oh no. If only, because I really don't like this face. I think that face is dumb. Honestly. Masterverse team, you need to do a cartoon collection of this Teela and do as good a job as they did on the cartoon collection. Look at the difference between the two. Which one do you guys think is prettier? You know what I mean? This one, the Massiverse one, looks so sad. What? Adam is dead. This one looks sassy and in control and like determined and strong. This one looks like she's pining for something. Sorry, Massiverse. I have to say that this one, it goes. I mean, yes, it's a different category. This is still a toy for me. This is an action figure. This just trumps this one way, way ahead. Way ahead. I don't even know how to describe it. So that's it for my review of the cartoon collection Trapjaw and Teela from Mattel. A surprising upset against Teela's Masterverse. I can't believe it. On the Trapjaw side, they're kind of equal because they bring their own strength. But on this one, the cartoon collection just like completely beats the crap out of Masterverse. This is just awesome, awesome toy, figure, collection, whatever. You get this. And this will basically, if you love the cartoons, He-Man, and you love the toys, this figure is basically going to tell you, get into the line. As good as He-Man was, this is better. As good, is this is probably like number one at the top of the list of the cartoon collection, seconded by He-Man, and then the third might be Beastman, and then I'll whatever I'll just do. It's just it's a must get. It's a must have. You need to get it. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my really short review for both of these cartoon collections. I'll see you soon on the next video. Goodbye.